There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here. There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here.
Woo! Hey, Mark Shepard, welcome back to the Better Man Project, and we're cranking through some ideas I had the other day. I think I'm up to number 19 here, so I'm just kind of starting with the idea and kind of going with the flow and seeing where it goes to help you become the kind of man that the kind of women that you really want desire, and to help you become the kind of man that can help solve the problems of the world today. There's multiple things going on here. All right, so know your strengths and know your weaknesses. A lot of times we've been trained by our culture to try to work on our weaknesses, to try to improve the things that we're not good at. For example, I really suck at math. Somehow I closed my mind to math in second grade, and I've never been able to really open it up. However, I have continued to challenge myself to learn the basic concepts, and I get most basic concepts, enough math to get through my life. And I've been able to trade futures commodities and run different businesses. And the one math I didn't get, I thought it was a weakness, and that was that I wasn't very good at interacting with people, right? So I developed that, I worked on those weaknesses, and I got much better at being friendly and outgoing and being able to look people in the eye and smile and say hi and all those things that I couldn't do at one point because I was really shy and really reserved and really withdrawn. However, the realization that my introversion, the fact that I would rather read a book than go out to a club, for example. I would rather stay home and play guitar in my living room than go out to an open mic and sit through 4 hours of other musicians, many of whom are painful to listen to, before I get a chance to do my music. But that's not a weakness. That's knowing myself and learning myself, and the realization of what I really, really want and what really makes me happy isn't what I thought it was, right? So a lot of people try to improve their weaknesses, and there's been a trend in a number of books in the corporate success self-improvement market that basically say, hey, improve your strengths. What are you really, really good at? Get even better at that, right? And so I'm really, really good at being creative when I'm in my own space and in my solitude. And I think this is like the 4th or 5th video I've made this morning, and I'm cranking through it, and these ideas are flowing, and that's my strength. And it happens in solitude. It happens in the privacy of my own home. And with this new technology called a camera and the internet, I can then share that with people because I care deeply about people. I care deeply about the human race. Just my neurology is wired so that my strengths happen when I am either alone or with one other person. And that works really well for me. It's called being an introvert. Nothing wrong with it. It's not really a weakness, but I thought it was, and I tried to improve it, and I realized that, you know what, in the end, certain things aren't improvable in this lifetime. Maybe the next lifetime. I will never be great at math, and that's okay. That's not a limiting belief. That's like, okay, but you have to find other people who you can delegate your weaknesses to. If you're a big picture person, you got to find a detail person or a team of detail people to handle the details, right? However, if you're a massive introvert, you don't want that team to be in your living room, right? That team needs to be virtual. Oh, how cool. We can do that today. You want to find people who collaborate, who you can collaborate with, who also are strong in areas you're not. My friend Michael Guerin, he is brilliant at math. He's a former math teacher. He's a former financial planner and advisor. And I've got him on my team doing the cryptos. He's with me and he compensates. I'm really good at reading charts. I'm really good at seeing those squiggles and lines and going, wow, I feel the rhythm of this market, and I feel like it's that point in the music when it gets quiet and then the French horns and the timpani are about to come in. You know, I can kind of do that, and that's one of my strengths. One of my weaknesses is like accounting. I can hire an accountant. I can hire a bookkeeper. right? And they don't have to be in my space. They have their own offices, right? So again, the whole point of this is know your strengths, know your weaknesses, improve your strengths, delegate your weaknesses, right? Now, you may be shy and your weakness is you can't say hi to a girl, right? At some point, you're going to have to get your mind to the place where saying hi to a girl is not a big deal. However, there's lots of ways that you can interact with women that aren't that weird cold approach thing. You can join a food co-op and bag groceries at your food co-op like I did. And that was one way I got to meet a lot of women. And my current girlfriend is someone who I met who was at the food co-op, right? And she was bagging groceries, right? And she bagged my groceries. And then she was in working on one of the aisles, and I saw her there on Thursday nights. And I said, "Hey, how you doing?" So I didn't have to go to a bar and approach a bunch of hot women who were going to try to shoot me down. I didn't have to do any of that, right? Not something I'm interested in. I could probably do it if I needed to, but why would I want to? It's not, I'm not even interested in those kind of women, right? So you want to pay attention to your strengths. Make a list of your strengths. What are you really fucking good at? What are you better at than anything else? What gives you the most joy? See if you can write that down and do more of that. And that's your assignment for today. Hope you enjoyed this. This has been the Better Man Project number 19. And what else? I think that's it. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you like it, subscribe. And if you want to go deeper with me, check out some of my other programs at honesthypnosis.com. Check out my morning cryptos. Check out my music. That's what I'm giving away for free, folks. And if you enjoy it, I really appreciate your subscribing and sharing it with your friends. And peace, grooviness over and out. I'll see you in the next one. My name is Mark Shepard, and this has been the Better Man Project number 19.
There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here. There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here.